Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the annals of time, unraveling the mysteries of the past and illuminating the present. Today, we find ourselves at the threshold of a pivotal moment in modern history, the fall of the Berlin Wall. This epical event, which took place on November 9, 1989, marked the beginning of the end of the division of Europe and the collapse of communism in Eastern Europe. As we delve into the origins of this momentous occasion, let us transport ourselves to the tumultuous landscape of post-World War II Europe. The year is 1945, and the continent lies ravaged by war. The Allied powers, led by the United States, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union, have emerged victorious, but the spoils of war are about to be divided in a way that will shape the course of history. The Potsdam Agreement, signed on August 2, 1945, at the Sicilienhof Palace in Potsdam, Germany, laid the groundwork for the occupation and reconstruction of Germany. In the aftermath of the war, Berlin, the former capital of Nazi Germany, became a focal point of tension between the Soviet Union and the Western Allies. The city was divided into 4 zones controlled by the United States, Great Britain, France, and the Soviet Union. As the Cold War began to take shape, Berlin emerged as a symbol of the ideological divide between East and West. The Soviet Union, under the leadership of Joseph Stalin, sought to consolidate its control over Eastern Europe, while the Western Allies aimed to promote democracy and economic stability in the region. The division of Berlin was further solidified by the creation of checkpoints, such as Checkpoint Charlie, which became a symbol of the city's division. Located on Friedrichstrasse, this checkpoint was one of the few crossing points between East and West Berlin, and it was here that Allied soldiers and East German guards faced off in a tense standoff. The construction of the Berlin Wall, which began on August 13, 1961, was a response to the growing number of refugees leaving the GDR, with over 2.5 million people having fled by 1961. Key figures such as Nikita Khrushchev, who became the Soviet premier in 1958, and Willy Brandt, who served as the mayor of West Berlin from 1957 to 1966, played crucial roles in shaping the course of events leading up to the fall of the Berlin Wall. Their leadership and policies influenced the complex web of political intrigue, diplomatic maneuvering, and human drama that characterized this period. As we explore the early history of the Berlin Wall, we must also consider the role of other significant events, such as the 1953 East German Uprising, which was brutally suppressed by Soviet troops, and the 1968 Prague Spring, which saw a brief period of liberalization in Czechoslovakia before being crushed by Warsaw Pact forces. These events set the stage for the dramatic developments that would unfold in the years to come. The earliest history of the fall of the Berlin Wall is marked by a complex interplay of political, social, and economic factors. The construction of the wall, the blockade, and the airlift all contributed to the tense atmosphere that pervaded the city. As we pause at this juncture, we find ourselves on the cusp of a momentous era, one that will be marked by courage, conviction, and the unyielding pursuit of freedom. As we delve into this critical era, let's transport ourselves to the year 1985, when Mikhail Gorbachev became the General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Gorbachev's policies of glasnost and perestroika, which aimed to increase transparency and reform the Soviet economy, sent shockwaves throughout Eastern Europe. In East Germany, the German Democratic Republic, the ruling Communist Party, the Socialist Unity Party of Germany, faced growing discontent among its citizens. One of the key figures who played a crucial role in the events leading up to the fall of the Berlin Wall was Günter Schabowski, an East German politician and member of the SED. On November 9, 1989, during a press conference, Schabowski announced that the GDR government had decided to allow East Germans to travel to the West, effective immediately. These words sparked a chain reaction of events that would change the course of history. As news of the announcement spread like wildfire, thousands of East Germans gathered at the Berlin Wall, demanding that the border guards open the gates. The crowds grew larger and more insistent, and eventually the guards relented, allowing people to pass through the wall into West Berlin. It was a moment of pure jubilation, as families were reunited and strangers became friends in the midst of chaos. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked a turning point in modern history, as it symbolized the collapse of communism in Eastern Europe and the end of the division of Europe. In the months that followed, protests and demonstrations swept across Eastern Europe, leading to the downfall of communist governments in Poland, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and other countries. One notable example of the power of popular resistance during this period was the role of the East German Church, particularly the Protestant Church, which provided a platform for dissidents to organize and express their dissent. The Church's activism helped to galvanize opposition to the communist regime, contributing to its eventual collapse. As we reflect on this period of great upheaval and transformation, it's clear that the fall of the Berlin Wall was not just a single event, but rather the culmination of years of resistance, activism, and courage. The stories of those who lived behind the wall, who risked everything to cross it, and who ultimately contributed to its downfall, are a testament to the human spirit's capacity for resilience and determination. In the aftermath of the wall's fall, Germany began the process of reunification, which was formally completed on October 3, 1990. The city of Berlin, once a symbol of division, became a beacon of hope and unity as people from East and West came together to rebuild their lives and their communities. The fall of the wall marked a significant turning point in world history, symbolizing the end of the Cold War and the collapse of communism in Eastern Europe. As the dust settled, Germans began to rebuild their lives, and the city of Berlin underwent a transformation. One of the most notable aspects of post-reunification Berlin was the creation of the Berlin Wall Memorial at Bernauer Strasse. This memorial, which includes a 1.4-kilometer stretch of the original wall, serves as a poignant reminder of the division that once existed. Visitors can see the last remaining section of the wall, as well as a chapel and a museum dedicated to the history of the wall. As Germany continued to reunify, the country faced numerous challenges, including economic disparities between East and West. The government implemented policies aimed at reducing these disparities, such as investing in infrastructure and providing financial support to Eastern regions. While progress was slow, the efforts ultimately contributed to a more unified and prosperous Germany. The legacy of the Berlin Wall can also be seen in the modern-day city's vibrant arts and culture scene. The East Side Gallery, which features over 100 murals painted on the last remaining section of the wall, has become a popular tourist destination. The gallery serves as a testament to the power of art to bring people together and transcend borders. In addition to its cultural impact, the fall of the Berlin Wall also had significant geopolitical implications. The event marked a shift in the global balance of power, as the United States and its allies emerged victorious from the Cold War. The subsequent expansion of NATO and the European Union into Eastern Europe helped to promote stability and democracy in the region. As we reflect on the legacy of the Berlin Wall, it's clear that its impact extends far beyond Germany's borders. The event has inspired movements for freedom and democracy around the world, from the Arab Spring to the protests in Hong Kong. The wall's fall serves as a powerful reminder that even the most seemingly insurmountable barriers can be overcome through determination, courage, and collective action. In the words of Ronald Reagan, who played a significant role in ending the Cold War, the wall cannot withstand the force of freedom. As we look to the future, it's essential to remember the lessons of the past and continue to promote freedom, democracy, and human rights around the world. From its impact on modern German society to its influence on global politics, the legacy of the wall serves as a powerful reminder of the human spirit's capacity for resilience and determination. The fall of the Berlin Wall will always be remembered as a testament to the power of freedom and democracy, and its legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. As we close this chapter on the history of the wall, we're left with a sense of hope and optimism for the future, knowing that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can overcome even the most daunting challenges. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.